Alright, here we go. My favourite all-time camping destination, World Heritage listed, and biggest sand island in the world, Fraser Island. Welcome back, another episode of the Explore Life. This time we're on my all-time favourite camping destination. It's World Heritage listed, the biggest sand island in the world, Fraser Island. Once again, I've brought along a couple of explorers, Dave from Trackabout Campers, Simon from Custom Off-Road, and of course we got Berkey in his dirty Datsun. Let's get into it. Here we go. This is, hands down, my all-time favourite place for a long weekend getaway.
How's everyone going after the Cape? You got your side set fixed, Simon?
Yeah, mate, that's all good to go. New bolts and everything like that, fresh. I put Stano ones in just to make it better.
Sweet. How about you, Base? You got that turbo going again?
Mate, new turbo's on. Still finding red dust absolutely everywhere, but that's Cape York. It'll never be the same. Well, we didn't make it very far, but we're going to pull into Eurong, the first major township, heading north, top up on fuel, a couple of last minute supplies, and we're back on the road.
Oh, let's do it. Cold drinks on the boys. Your shout, eh?
I need to buy some float.
Are you shouting?
No, who are you?
Well, lesson learnt, you don't come to Fraser Island without a floaty toy. Make sure you bring it from home, they're not that cheap from here, but you can't go to Fraser Island without one. Eli Creek is the spot to be. It'll all make sense very shortly.
So we just pulled up at Happy Valley. I know camping's not for everyone. Might be the ball and chain, the handbrake, the kids maybe. So here's a good option to stop. You've got houses, pub, fuel, so it's good option.
After a quick little pit stop at Happy Valley, we're back heading north. Eli Creek, here we come. Eli Creek, what a spot. It's the largest creek on the eastern side of the island, and it's a great place to pull up for the whole day, kick back with friends and family, and enjoy a float down the crystal clear fresh water.
How good is this?
Hey! Alright boys, I said we were going to need these for a reason. Eli Creek, let's get into it.
Do it.
Get in.
Here it is, the infamous Mahino wreck. Now look, it was back in 1935 that the SS Mahino was being towed to Japan for scrap metal. A big storm come through, snapped the tow chains, and it drifted its way onto the Fraser coastline. Now it's been sitting here rusting away for about the last 83 years, and it is well and truly worth a stop. It's a good example of why you need to make sure you got recovery points on the front and back of your car. Something that's approved is ideal. At the moment we're going to have to go around his back bumper, which is not ideal, but we're just going to take it nice and easy and see how he goes.
to pull old mate out. I mean, if it was a Nissan, it wouldn't have got stuck to begin with. But we won't go there, will we, Toyota?
So we had some guy in front of Matt stopped, and then he stopped, and then I stopped, but I couldn't get going again. So this will get us quickly out.
It's just a bit of a Mitsubishi thing, really.
Ah, shut up!
Seagulls were dancing around. I woke up with sunrise on the sea.
That's what happens when you're on these inland tracks. If one car stops, then it's pretty hard for all the other cars to get going. So unfortunately a car stopped in front of me and I managed to get going, and now Simon and the rest of the crew are stuck. Fun and games. Here it is, Nagala Rocks. Now, this is probably the most infamous track on Fraser Island. You can't get round at low tide. So let's see how the boys go. Hopefully no one gets stuck. There's a few things that make Nagala Rocks extra challenging. Firstly, there's no way to see any oncoming traffic. So if you do have to stop, everyone normally ends up bogged. Now, we've decided to attempt it on an extremely hot day when the sand is its softest. One thing we didn't realise is when we let our tyre pressures down yesterday morning, it was nice and cool. We've actually increased 4 psi in our tyres just from the heat alone. So it's a good idea to always check your tyre pressure before attempting any major obstacle.
We've all had a turn of being stuck. We've now got the 200 series, the camper trailer, so it'll work ahead of us in the sun. Not work for me, but work for these guys.
It's bloody hot out here. Righto, so we got the double snatch here, so the Berkey's on a bit of hard ground. Because of the heat in the day, this is just super soft, so everyone's dropped their tyre pressures right down. We'll have another go. Keep it dancing. Well, here we are. We're up the top of the hill at the lighthouse at the top of Sandy Cape. It's a 1.2k walk up and back, unfortunately. She's a pretty steep hill to get up here. We were whinging a little bit until we read the sign. Somehow they managed to bring 1,200 tonne of steel up here to build this big boy behind us. So we can't whinge too much. We're just going to sit up on top here, enjoy the breeze and maybe have a cold beer. Massive day. We've pulled up at a beautiful little spot, water straight out in front. We're up here at the Sandy Cape. Doesn't get too much better than that. I reckon we'll set up and have a feed. How good's this? Morning swim. House husband's got the brekkie going.
Morning mate, how are you?
Coffee up, mate.
Hey, morning service. Well, apart from that bit of rain we had this morning, it looks pretty nice out there, so I reckon we'll get this boat off the trailer and drop it in, go for a bit of a fish, awesome. Maybe even a wake skate. Set up, ready for a bit of fun. Berkey's still packing up his camp. He's slower than a wet wheat, but his loss. Berkey must be too heavy, he's weighing the boat down. Tinny didn't quite have enough power to get me up, but we start by laying, get up on the plane. She was a ripper. See if Simon can go on the tube.
How's the first time at Fraser Cape, boys?
Mate, I'm coming back up here for a week for sure. I just want to sit here for a week, have a few beers, muck around with the boats. This is me.
Mate, that tinny is A+, mate. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, went all right, mate. Got her out eventually. Don't forget that invite for next trip, matey.
You'll have to fight that one out with Lane, I think, mate. Gonna go give these a crack, see if we can't find Berkey. First one to the bottom wins.
He said loose boys, everyone's scooters at the pub.
Alright, here we go, back across Nagala Rocks. I tell you what, the boys were not mucking around today. We got straight through, no dramas whatsoever. Let's head down, see if we can't have a bit of lunch at Indian Head.
Why didn't we stop here? We got the whole island.
There might be a bus full of backpackers.
Where's your kitchen plate? Live in my car. What's your problem? What are you laughing at?
I don't think so. Probably only...
How much you putting in?
I don't know. $55 worth?
It's about 6 litres.
Yeah. 6.5.
We've topped up the fuel, a couple of sneaky ice creams, and we're making our way west, across the middle of the island, down Warrelly Road. Now the beaches on the west side are pretty specky, and I can't wait to check out Awinya Creek. Have a go at this place. We've just pulled up at Awinya Creek campground. Now look, I've been just about everywhere on Fraser. Somehow I didn't manage to come here. I tell you what, I'll be coming back here for a long time to come. Couldn't resist, the water's too nice. I'm gonna drop the tinny in and go for a bit of a run. We just seen a pod of dolphins cruising this way. They're probably faster than our boat, but we'll see how we go. So unfortunately we can't get out of here because the tide's up. Stupidly we put the boat away, but Berkey reckons I can't wake skate behind the truck. I reckon he's wrong.
Oh, let's do it.
Let's see what happens.
In the palm of our hands, we see it all, everybody, but we don't understand. We hold the knowledge of the world, and you're listening to me. You're listening to me. And you're listening to me.
Sorry Berks, looks like that worked a little bit too well. If only Simon hadn't have finished his beer. Anyway, that's enough mucking around. The tide has dropped and we've got to make our way south back across the island. Hopefully, we've got time to check out one of the inland lakes before we have to head home.
We see it all, everybody, but we don't understand. We hold the knowledge of the world.
So it looks like Simon's got a bit of an issue with his car. He's got oil leaking, so the boys are having a look at that. While we're doing that, Dingo's just snuck up behind us. I think he's a little bit interested in old mate's bait who's over there worming, so good to see him floating around.
We're thinking that the cash can wasn't emptied at the service 5,000 k's ago.
You mean, like, wipe it all off?
While the sun's out, we can't quite figure out what's wrong with Simon's car, so we're just going to leave it parked up here at Eurong. We're going to run in, check out the lake, and then we're going to come back, spend a bit more time and see if we can't figure out what's going on. Through the backtrack, and we've just pulled into Lake Birrabeen, one of my favourite lakes on the island. Mackenzie's the most famous lake, but on a good day, without this little bit of wind, Birrabeen gives it a run for its money and there's no tourists. So at the moment we've got the beach to ourselves. We're going to kick back and then have a bit of lunch. What a massive 3 days on Fraser Island. We've had an absolute ball. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of our favourite spots. Unfortunately, we've got to go and catch this barge. So until next time, get out and enjoy the Explore Life.